Planning a trip to Cartagena, Colombia, but you're not sure if it's safe or even family friendly? Well, this video is for you. Here are some tips and what to expect on your travels to Cartagena. Our family recently took a trip to Cartagena, Colombia, where we stayed there for 3 days during the month of January, and this is January of 2024. And this is on the way to the San Andres Islands, and so we decided to stay there for 3 days and check Cartagena out. The cost of flying from San Antonio to Cartagena round trip was $350, which is not bad. This is per person. We went from San Antonio to Miami, Miami to Cartagena. In total, it was about 6 hours. So 3 hours from San Antonio to Miami, Miami, another 3 hours to Cartagena. So not bad, especially with our kid. So not a long trip. Make sure you do complete the MEG form that's required to enter into Colombia, and I will make sure that I post a link in the description. You want to make sure that you fill this out 72 hours before you depart. Otherwise, they're going to give you a hard time. ATMs before you leave the airport. Make sure you go to one of the ATMs and get some money. It's cheaper than going to the exchange kiosks that they have there at the airport. So ATMs for sure. They are located inside the domestic departure lobby. If you're not sure, just go out and ask someone where is the ATMs or cajero electrónicos. In Colombia, they use Colombian pesos, so it's 4,000 pesos to $1. On average, that's pretty much what it is. The cost of exchanging an ATM, it's probably going to be maybe $1 or $2 on average. Transportation in Cartagena, you can take a taxi, or you can order an Uber, or you can take a bus. Bus, of course, is cheaper. We didn't use a bus while we were in Cartagena, but we did use a taxi and an Uber. The cost from the airport to the Old City Wall or Getsemani, it's around between 20 and 25,000 pesos. If you divide again by 4, that'll give you in American dollars. In Colombia, you always want to ask for the price, the cost, cuánto cuesta. So if you're taking a taxi from the airport to the hotel, ask the taxi driver, what is the cost from the airport to the name of the hotel and the address, right? And the same thing for food, because we had heard that some vendors will change the cost at the end when you get the check. So make sure you always ask, hey, what is the cost for this? Also, tips for the taxi drivers on average is 5,000 pesos, which is like $1.25. We did use Uber while we were in Cartagena. We kind of like that because we didn't have to negotiate what the price was. The application, the app tells you, hey, this is the cost. So we did use Uber to get around. It was super easy, no problem. The first 2 nights, we stayed at the Old City Wall at the Bantu Hotel. Beautiful, beautiful hotel. Very colonial type. I think this used to be an old villa that was turned into a hotel. It's just amazingly beautiful. Our room was huge. It was 2 bedrooms. The second bedroom was in the top, and you had to take some stairs. This is really outside. As we walk outside our room, you can see it's very green, very Spanish, I guess, type of place. Just beautiful. The other thing about Colombia is that it's not expensive. This was about $125 a night, so not very expensive at all, and it's just completely beautiful. This hotel has 2 swimming pools. This is the first swimming pool, which is on the first floor. Huge, plenty of space to sit. They have your towels there for you to pick up. And then we have the second swimming pool, which is at the rooftop. Just beautiful. And there is a bar right next to this swimming pool, and there's also a jacuzzi next to it. This is, of course, the shower that's outside. I really like this place because the staff was super friendly, super helpful. The cost of the hotel room also included free breakfast. So coffee, fruit, they had arepas, yogurt, pretty basic, but it was still good. This hotel has several amenities. One of them is they have a massage area at the top, at the rooftop. They also have a restaurant that serves lunch and dinner. And then they also have like a library book game area where there's several games that you can play and enjoy with the family. This is right outside the hotel. It's just beautiful. We walked around the area. What I like about this place is that Right outside, there are many restaurants available that you can walk to less than 5 minutes away. As soon as you get there, I recommend that you do a tour of the city as soon as you can. For us, we got there the first day. We got there in the afternoon, so we had to do the tour the next day. But while we were already there, so we decided that we were going to explore around the old city wall. We noticed that there was a ton of these door knockers, beautiful, and they were all different. And apparently, it signifies that the owner of these houses were of certain, I guess, status. And so we decided to explore on our own. It was pretty safe. We felt super comfortable. The weather in Cartagena is around 90, but with humidity, it feels like 100. So it's very hot and very humid. Make sure you wear shorts and something that's light and white, nothing black or gray. So it gets pretty hot. The old city wall is not that big. It's from end to end. It's probably about 20 minutes end to end. So lots of walking, not bad. The architecture in Cartagena is just beautiful. I couldn't believe how beautiful it was. Very colorful and old houses and buildings. Also, lots of big and beautiful old churches. There were several plazas that we visited. In those plazas, you'll see a lot of vendors selling different things and food. Street food, all I can say was delicious and super safe. We had arepas, we had aguas frescas, which is freshly made juice drinks. We had a couple of drinks at some of the bars that allow kids up to 9 o'clock at night. A lot of these bars are at the rooftop, just beautiful. From there, you can see around the whole city wall. A tour is highly, highly recommended. There are lots of available tours in Cartagena. You can do a food street tour. You can do a tour of the old city wall, or you can do old city wall plus Getsemani. You can book these tours through Viator, whatever is through TripAdvisor, or you can get it through Get Your Guide. We booked our tour for the Old City Wall plus Getsemani neighborhood through Get Your Guide. We were told to meet at 10 in the morning, well, actually 10-15 minutes before 10 in the morning at Camellón de los Mártires. It's a place close to a plaza, El Centenario. Don't worry about it. I'm going to make sure that I put information on the description, okay? So once we got there, it was, again, pretty hot. There's tons of vendors selling you hats. If you didn't bring a hat, don't worry. You can buy one. Again, negotiate. You can buy a hat for about less than $20. A good hat, okay? If for some reason you couldn't book a tour, don't worry, because when we got to the Camellón de los Mártires, we were told to look for the orange umbrella guys, and it has the word Nexperience, whatever that means, okay, but it's the guys with the orange umbrellas. And once you get there, you let them know that you're on a tour, but then we were told that the tour is also free for those people that didn't book it. But at the end of the tour, they'll ask for a donation, which is around maybe $10, 10 US dollars, which is not bad because this tour is 4 hours long and the guys were amazing at showing us everything there is to see in Cartagena. This is the Getsemani neighborhood. Not really sure. I can't remember how it's said, but it's a beautiful neighborhood full of art. You can see artists painting. The food is also amazing. Lots of music. During the daytime, super safe, for the family. I mean, even at night, as long as it's not, midnight. But this is an amazing neighborhood that we had a ton of fun. Back in the old days, this was considered like where the poor people would live, and they would walk to the old city wall where the rich people would live, and then they would work for the day and then return back to the neighborhood. If you are in that neighborhood, make sure you stop at Colombia. This is where they make different types of arepas. The arepas are so delicious, especially the arepas de huevos. It's just a corn tortilla that is fried. They put pork, they can put egg and cheese, different kinds of meats, even shrimp. So give that a try. Another place to check out is Basilica Pizza Cafe. Great pizza, very friendly staff, and the sangria was also amazing. Again, super inexpensive. This is right outside the Basilica Pizza Cafe. Although it's warm, sitting outside in the shade was really, really nice. After our meal, we just continued to walk and check out the art. Tons of murals around the neighborhood. And then it started to get a little bit dark, and the music got a little bit louder, more festive. If you are in Cartagena, Getsemani neighborhood is a must place to visit. Don't miss it. And so we started heading back to the old city wall. And the first place that we ate was at Buena Vida restaurant. I had read that this restaurant was supposed to be really, really good. Well, it is. My husband and I, we loved it. Our kid loved it. The ambiance, the atmosphere, amazing, just amazing. And they have a rooftop area that you can eat and drink, and there's music, but children are not allowed up there, so we couldn't go up there. So we kind of were bummed about that. See, this is beautiful. This is another restaurant that we ate while we were in Cartagena. It's called La Mulata. It was close to our hotel. We highly recommend this place. The food was amazing. If you're there, ask for the limonada de coco. We loved it. Our kid loved it. We loved this place so much that we went back twice. Some of the things to do while in Cartagena is, of course, visit the Castillo de San Felipe or Castle San Felipe. Another thing is you can walk on top of the city wall. It's open to the public. You can just, there's a little ramp. There's open areas that you can just walk to the top and just take a stroll. Another thing is to take pictures with the palenqueras. These are women with beautiful, colorful dresses and fruit on the top. And they're willing to take a picture with you for just a small tip, but make sure you negotiate that price again with them. This was a lot of fun with our kid and our family. Make sure to visit Plaza del Reloj or the Clock Tower. And once you get there, it's like a little plaza. They have vendors selling candies, different kinds of coconut candies. Sometimes there's music around there. It's a nice little place to visit and take pictures. This is the entrance to Parque Centenario. And in this park, it's a nice little park. You'll find some monkeys. There's about 13 monkeys there on top of the trees. There's also sloths. You'll be walking around. You will definitely see them. And I'm sure that if you have a banana, they will try to take it away. This park also has street food. There's also vendors selling souvenirs and all these items. This park is right across from the clock tower. We were really impressed with Cartagena because it had a lot of things to do for us to do while we were there as a family. We did tons of shopping, ice cream shops everywhere because, of course, it's hot and humid. Make sure you take shorts, and maybe if you have linen, you can wear that, but it is very hot and humid. Okay. In terms of safety, we felt safe walking around the old city wall and Getsemani. People were very nice and friendly, didn't have any issues with us. As I mentioned before, Cartagena or Colombia, I guess, or in Cartagena, very inexpensive. We felt we were on a budget, but we felt like we were rich people down there. In terms of language, I would say try to learn some basic Spanish. A lot of people didn't speak English. Every now and then, maybe you'll find somebody, but if you don't speak Spanish, there's, maybe use your translator, but it's a good idea to know some Spanish. Inside the city wall, like I said, it's not that big, so you can walk 20 minutes from end to end. So everything's pretty close by. Even Getsemani, maybe a walk. It'll take you about maybe 15 minutes from the old city wall to Getsemani, but it's a nice little walk. There is a supermarket called Éxito in the old city wall. It's pretty big. You can find tons of foods, drinks, alcohol, fruit, just like your regular grocery store. You can walk in, use your credit card. We love this place because this is where we got all our snacks. The water is safe to drink in Cartagena, But if you feel uncomfortable, just go ahead and buy some bottled water. This store also had a pharmacy inside. Pharmacies, though, you can find them anywhere. You don't need a prescription if you're sick. You don't need a prescription for antibiotics or anything like that. Just walk in there, tell the pharmacist what the problem is, and they will give you their recommendation. We really love Cartagena, and most important, our kiddo loved Cartagena. So this is a place that we would definitely come back. I will make sure to put all the links and information in the description section. If you like this video, please click on the like, and thank you for watching our video.